of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Ogunwusi Ojajatu and Iselu of Iselu Land, Yewa North Local Government Area, Ogun State, Oba Akintunde Akinyemi, were engaged in a hot exchanges over Herdsmen's reported attacks in several villages in Ogun State. Shortly after the reports went viral, Oba Akinyemi had granted BBC Pidgin an interview on the incident, wherein he expressed his support for Yoruba activist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, aka Sunday Igboho, who recently visited the Monarch's domain and urged other Yoruba Obas in the southwest not to compromise the security of their subjects. His comments, however, appeared not to go down well with the Ooni, who reacted by sending a WhatsApp message to Oba Akinyemi on Friday morning, accusing the Oba of directing his remarks in the said interview at him because of his visit to President Muhammadu Buhari, warning the Ogun monarch to be careful. Which other traditional rulers from our zone went to Abuja? The Ooni queried. We all need to be careful not to be saying things that we are not there physically. The spirits of our ancestors and Oodua land judge me if I went to Abuja to do otherwise to the cause of our land, and also judge people that are saying things they don't know. Responding, Oba Akinyemi said he was disappointed at the Ooni's attack on him, urging him to live up to expectations as the leading monarch in Yoruba land. Oba Akinyemi said, "Good morning, Kabiyesi, Your Imperial Majesty. Kabiyesi, I hold you in high esteem, and God and our ancestors know that. I don't expect you to attack me in this manner. My expectations are for you to sympathize with me as one of your Obas and also your people in Yoruba land that were killed like goats by the Fulani strangers in your land. Kabiyesi, there is nowhere in the aforementioned interview that I mentioned that you collected money from Abuja, but I put cautions to all traditional rulers in Yoruba land as a wake-up call to all of us, including your good self, sir. Kabiyesi, you occupy the cradle of Yoruba land, and I expect you to extend hands of fellowship to all of us. In a nutshell, Kabiyesi, you need to do more, and you owe me a delegation to come to us so they can report back to you how your children are being treated like slaves in Iselu." The Ooni again responded, asking Oba Akinyemi not to join others in spreading false information about his visit to Aso Rock. He explained that his visit to Buhari had staved off some evil plans against Igboho following the latest sacking of Herdsmen from the Igangan area of Ibarapa, Oyo State. Ooni said, "You cannot say you are more pained than me on all these matters as Arole Odudua. Our ancestors still live in spirits on this throne, and anybody that does negative things to the land will get the wrath of the spirit land of we Yorubas. You cannot be saying that a traditional ruler went to Abuja in the name of oil block to trade off his people. I am the only one that went due to COVID-19 restrictions. Hear what you said now. Were you there when I discussed with Buhari? If I had not gone to speak the truth to power, do you have an idea of what was planned for Sunday Igboho and things that will happen afterwards? Diplomacy is way better to resolve things than war, because even after the war that we all don't pray for, you will still sit down to talk. Anyway, I hold my peace before you will return it into something else again, or before you turn it to something else again. Just to correct your wrong notion of going to solicit for oil block and coal. It's a lie. Please, I hold you in high esteem. Don't partake in false information. It's not good spiritually. The spirits of our ancestors are alive, and we surely fight the Yoruba cause. Peace be unto you." Oba Akinyemi, however, fired back, noting that the Ooni had been too cold to the plight of Yoruba people being attacked and killed by herders. He said, "Your Imperial Majesty Ooni, as long as I don't want to disobey my paramount ruler, Olu of Ilaro, who advised me not to join issues with you, I won't. But let me burst your brain that the issues today in Yoruba land that you happen to be the leader of all monarchs. Things are falling apart right under your nose. We are now in a state of oligarchy, racism, and totalitarianism. Maybe you don't know you are not the only Oba that goes to the president in our dozens, and I might not know them all because I am not the chief of staff to the president. And the issue of oil block you accuse me of is not a statement credited to you only, but all of us in the southwest, because we have nowhere to call our ancestral home apart from here. Kabiyesi, I insist you need to do more. You are too cold at this present situation in your Yoruba land. But just like I said earlier on, send your delegations to come and report back to you the situation of things now in our land. Maybe because you always watch CNN, but I will post some pictures to you now to see how your people are being slaughtered like rams. You need to wake up. Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi, Kabiyesi. Responding to Oba Akinyemi's charge that he had been too cold to the plight of Yoruba people being attacked by herders, Oba Ogunwusi said he has a different style and approach to things. He recalled that Ife people had contained the herders in 2017 during a bloody confrontation, saying, "Seeing all the pictures documents sent to me before and long before, it has been in our archive of proof. I really wonder which issue you want to take up with me that Olu Ilaro advised you against, or where you have the notion that I only watch CNN." If you say I'm cold, thank you for the compliments, or otherwise, we all have our different styles and approach to things. What is critical is the end. We always justify the means. Regards. Oba Akinyemi told the Ooni to consider the lives of other people in the southwest as important, sarcastically urging him to release Ife warriors to assist other Yoruba towns to ward off Herdsmen. It will be recalled that Yoruba activist Chief Sunday Adeyemo, popularly known as Sunday Igboho, recently criticized the Ooni in the wake of the monarch's visit to President Muhammadu Buhari, following which he warned Igboho not to take the law into his hands. In a viral video, Igboho accused the Ooni and the other Yoruba leaders of failing to speak truth to power. Speaking on Wednesday during a virtual meeting town hall with Yoruba in diaspora, Igboho said he was disappointed that the Ooni failed to challenge President Muhammadu Buhari over the Herdsmen crisis. Igboho said when the Ooni met with Buhari over the Herdsmen issue, the Ooni should have told Buhari the truth, but he did not. When the Ooni returned, he started tackling me to leave the remaining tasks to the government to finish. You can imagine that kind of talk. The Alaafin of Oyo has asked me to meet him over the matter. The Alaafin should have been the one invited to meet Buhari, but since the Ooni was invited, he should be bold to tell the president the whole truth and making the demands of the land of the Yoruba people known to the president. The Ooni disappointed himself. Some politicians are behind the Ooni's latest move. He invited me to his palace, but I refused to go. I would have gone if he had represented us well, but he did not. I won't honor any monarch who does not cooperate with me. Enough is enough. The Fulani have done enough. Igboho, however, retracted his comments following an outrage that trade is vitriolic against the revered monarch. In his retraction video, Igboho apologized for his disrespectful remarks against the Ooni. He said, "I apologize if it is perceived as disrespect. I apologize to Yoruba at large. I have spoken with the Ooni and I am not fit to disrespect His Royal Majesty. We must prove that we have gallant and patriotic people in the southwest. There are many powerful people, more powerful people than I am in Lagos, Ibadan, Osun and other states. We cannot afford to fold our arms and put the Yoruba nation to shame." Okay, so these people, because of I don't know whether the Ooni of Ife said that is his own style, and the same thing they will be telling us that that is a Buhari style. That is why things have degenerated to what it is now. Things are deteriorating every minute, every second. Does it not want the president coming out to speak? Of course, we've been beating that over and over again, but they say that is the kind of person, so we have to bear that till 2023, God willing. So you can imagine all this altercation between them. You know, these were the things that they discussed. You can imagine. And the people are pained. You know, this Accusations to the man, he's saying the truth. He's saying it the way he's being hot. He said maybe the Ooni is always watching BBC. Oh my God, CNN. So you wouldn't know much about what is happening to the people. And again, I've been saying it with all the things happening in Ogun State. At least the monarchs have come out to tell us what happened, not even individuals' testimonies, but the monarchs have come out, and these people had never deemed it fit. I was saying it. The Ooni of Ife is the leader of all the Yoruba leaders, Yoruba monarchs. He has never deemed it fit since that December this thing happened. At least you should have gotten first-hand information before this whole thing happened, and there was nothing done concerning that. And that's why these people are pained. You went to Abuja, say that's your style, and you are coming back to say, let them do this and that. You think people will not be angry? So because you want to be politically correct, you want to you just have to be you be begging, even if you did not collect anything, but your position and the way you do the way things, the way you handle the whole thing is not even enough. It's not encouraging. So disappointing. Then if we are not even talking about you're going to Abuja, but what about the incident that has been happening all over the place, especially the Ogun State own, that soldiers are always going there to do whatever they want to do and be harassing people. And these messages and this information coming from the obas that are under you, at least you should be able to believe them. Did you call a meeting? Did you say anything? Did you utter anything? You didn't say anything, and you expect them not to talk. What are we talking about? People's lives are going in for it. How would you feel if it were to be your wife or your children? How kind of, it's unfortunate. So let them continue. If you cannot cooperate, these people will be happy that they are going to scatter you people, because some of you will be afraid of not. What are you going to lose in the first place? You are defending your people. Doesn't mean that it has to be word, but speak word. There are some words that you will speak. People will be confident, and it will douse a lot of tension. They will know that yes, they can count on you. Not that this is my style, this is my this and that. So guys, let's hear your opinion and let's have your take in the comment section. Thank you.